prove everyone wrong. They laughed at you. They doubted you. They whispered behind your back, betting against you. Good, because today we're going to talk about what happens when you take all that doubt, all that negativity, and you turn it into your weapon. Most people break under pressure. They hear you can't do it and they believe it. They accept failure before they even try. Not you. You take their words and fuel the fire inside you. Every no you've heard, every door slammed in your face, every time someone told you you're not good enough, let it sink in, then turn it into action. Because at the end of the day, the only way to prove them wrong is with results. Talk is cheap. Explanations don't mean anything. A scoreboard is the only thing that matters. When the lights are off and no one's watching, that's when you put in the work. That's when you suffer, grind, and push yourself past what you thought was possible. You're going to have days when it sucks. When the weight feels too heavy, when your body tells you to stop, when the world tries to break you. That's the moment of truth. That's when you go harder. The weak quit, the strong push through, and the unstoppable, they don't care about how they feel. They keep going because they have something to prove. So today I challenge you. Be the person they never saw coming. Be the one they regret doubting. Be the proof that when you refuse to break, when you refuse to quit, you become unstoppable. Now go out there and prove every last one of them wrong. Use doubt as fuel. People are going to doubt you. It's inevitable. You're going to look at you and say, you're not good enough. You don't have what it takes. They'll laugh behind your back, call you crazy, tell you to be realistic, and that's fine. Let them. Because while they're running their mouths, you're about to turn their doubt into the very thing that pushes you beyond what they ever thought was possible. Doubt is gasoline. Every time someone questions you, every time they say you won't make it, they're handing you another gallon of fuel. The weak let that fuel spill on the ground. The unstoppable, they pour it into their engine and set it on fire. See, most people take doubt personally. They let it crush them, let it make them small. They start believing the noise. And before they even try, they've already lost. But you're different. You don't run from doubt, you eat it. You take every insult, every underestimation, every sideways glance that says you don't belong here. You use it to work harder than anyone else. You wake up earlier, you stay later, you grind while they sleep. You suffer while they stay comfortable, because when the day comes, when you finally stand on top, you won't need to say a damn thing. Their doubt will be your proof. Your success will be their silence. But here's the catch. You can't just use doubt as motivation. You have to turn it into execution. Most people get fired up for a day or two, but when the pain hits, when the grind starts crushing them, they fold. That's not you. You don't just get inspired. You put in the work. You show up every single day, no matter what, because doubt is only fuel if you burn it, right? Stay uncomfortable. Most people live their entire lives avoiding discomfort. They chase easy. They chase convenient. They chase whatever feels good in the moment. But here's the truth. Comfort is the enemy of greatness. If you're not suffering, you're not growing. If you're not pushing yourself past your limits, you're staying the same. And staying the same is just a slow way to die. You have to learn to live in the suck, to seek out the pain, the struggle, the moments when everything in you is screaming to stop, because that's where the magic happens. That's where you break through. Every time you feel like quitting, every time your body tells you this is too much, that's the exact moment you go harder. See, most people want to be great, but they don't want to suffer for it. They say they want success, but the second it gets tough, they start making excuses. I'm tired. It hurts. I'll do it tomorrow. That's why they stay average. That's why they never get past where they are. They run from discomfort instead of embracing it, owning it, making it theirs. But you're different. You understand that pain is the price for progress. You know that suffering isn't something to avoid. It's something to chase. Because every drop of sweat, every mile when your legs feel like lead, every second you spend in that uncomfortable place, it's all sharpening you, making you stronger, making you better. You want to be unstoppable? Then stop waiting for the right moment. The right moment is when it hurts. The right moment is when everything in you says quit and you say not today. Because if you can learn to be comfortable in the uncomfortable, there's nothing in this world that can break you. Silence the noise. Everybody's got something to say. Everybody's got an opinion about what you should be doing, how you should be living, and what's possible for you. But here's the truth. None of it matters. The doubters, the haters, the critics sitting on the sidelines, they don't live your life. They don't put in your work. They don't suffer through your struggle. Most people let the noise get inside their head. They listen to the outside world telling them what they can and can't do. They hear the doubts, the negativity, the expectations, and they start to believe it. And that's exactly why they stay stuck. You want to be unstoppable? Then you better learn how to shut all that noise out. You better learn how to keep moving forward when everyone is telling you to stop. The world is full of distractions, full of voices trying to pull you off track. Ignore them. The only voice that matters is the one inside your own head. You have to train yourself to stop seeking validation. Stop looking for approval. Stop waiting for someone to tell you it's okay to go after what you want. Because if you need permission, you've already lost. You have to be so locked in, so focused that nothing outside of your mission even registers. People are going to doubt you. Good. Let them. People are going to talk behind your back. Let them run their mouths. The only response you need is your work. The only way you shut them up is by proving them wrong through action. Because here's the truth. Nobody respects talk. Nobody cares about promises, about potential, about dreams. The only thing that matters is execution. You want people to stop doubting you? Then put your head down and grind. Discipline over discussion, results over excuses. There will be times when it gets lonely, when it feels like nobody understands, when it feels like the world is against you. Good. That's where you find out what you're made of. That's when you silence the noise, not just the outside world, but the voice inside your own head that tells you to quit. Because the real battle isn't out there. It's inside you. Break the mental chains. You think the world is holding you back? You think it's your circumstances, your past, your failures? Wrong. The only thing keeping you stuck is the weak-ass story you keep telling yourself, the lies you've been feeding your mind for years. The chains wrapped around your brain, keeping you small, keeping you scared, keeping you from becoming who the hell you were meant to be. Most people are prisoners in their own head. They've built a cage made of excuses. I'm not smart enough. I wasn't born with talent. I don't have the resources. And instead of fighting, instead of breaking out, they decorate the damn cell. They make their limitations comfortable. They accept them as truth. But listen to me. Those chains aren't real. They were put there by fear, by doubt, by a lifetime of people telling you what you can't do. And the second you stop believing in them, the second you decide to break them, you become unstoppable. See, the body is capable of more than you will ever know. Your potential is limitless. But your mind, that's the gatekeeper. That's the thing that decides whether you step up or you sit down, whether you push forward or you break. Most people never even come close to their limits because the second it gets hard, the second it gets painful, their mind quits. Not their body, their mind. You have to rewire that. You have to start tearing down the walls inside your head. Every time that weak voice says, I can't, challenge it. Every time doubt creeps in, shut it down. When your brain tells you to stop at 40%, go to 50. When it says you're done at 80%, push to 90, because what you don't realize is that every time you override the doubt, every time you reject the weakness, you're breaking the chains. You weren't born to be average. You weren't meant to live inside a box shackled by fear, waiting for someone to give you permission to be great. You give yourself permission. You tear down the limits. You rewrite the damn story, because the truth is there are no chains. The only thing holding you back is you. Be unstoppable. Most people are just existing. They wake up, they go through the motions, they do what's easy, what's safe, what doesn't push them. And they wonder why they never get anywhere. They wonder why life keeps beating them down. Let me tell you something. You weren't put here to be average. You weren't made to blend in, to settle, to just get by. You were built to be a force, a storm, a savage. But that only happens when you decide right now that nothing is going to stop you. You want to be unstoppable? Then you better be ready to go through hell, because that's what it takes. It takes suffering. It takes failing over and over and getting back up every damn time. It takes showing up when you don't feel like it, when your body's broken, when your mind is screaming at you to quit. You don't stop when you're tired. You stop when you're done. And let me tell you, most people never get done because they quit the second things get tough. They don't have the mindset. They don't have the will to suffer. But you're different. You push when it hurts. You grind when it sucks. You find a way when there is no way. And here's the thing, being unstoppable isn't about being the strongest or the fastest. It's not about talent. It's about refusing to quit. It's about making a choice every single day that nothing will break you. Not failure, not pain, not fear, nothing. Because when the world throws everything it has at you, when life tries to crush you, you don't back down. You stand up, you push harder, you take every hit, every setback, every damn obstacle, and you use it to fuel the fire inside you. Most people wait for motivation. They wait for the perfect time. Screw that. Motivation is weak. The perfect time doesn't exist. The only thing that matters is what you do when you don't feel like doing it, like when you're exhausted, when no one's watching. That's when you prove to yourself that you are a different breed. Being unstoppable isn't about what you do when things are easy. It's about what you do when everything is stacked against you, when there's no reason to keep going except one, because you refuse to stop. Prove everyone wrong. At the end of the day, no one's coming to save you. No one's going to hand you greatness. No one's going to believe in you until you prove why they should. So stop waiting, stop making excuses, stop letting the noise, the doubt, the pain, and the fear dictate your life. Every single person who has ever doubted you, good. Let them doubt, let them talk, let them think you can't do it, because while they're wasting time running their mouths, you're out there putting in the work. This journey isn't for the weak. It's for the ones willing to stay uncomfortable, the ones who don't need permission, the ones who don't stop when it hurts, who don't slow down when the world tells them to quit. It's for those who turn every ounce of suffering into strength. So you have a choice to make. Stay where you are or step up and prove every last one of them wrong. But not with words, with actions, with results, with the relentless work ethic that makes them regret ever doubting you. Now get out there and show them who the hell you really are.